Hey guys, what's poppin'? Welcome back. Now today is part 2 of my Star Wars unboxing video. So in part 1, I kind of had some background noise during the middle of the video. I apologize for that. I was trying to film, trying to get a video out, and I had people moving like behind the camera for like 2 minutes straight. So I'm sorry if there's a little extra background noise than usual. It was my family moving through the door and stuff. So I do apologize for that, but you should be able to still enjoy it without much interruption. It's just, you know, little background noise here and there. But anyways, quick disclaimer once again, if you're new to the channel, I have dogs, they make noise. I have air conditioning, it makes background noise. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and welcome to part 2 of my Star Wars unboxing video. Now, if I would have done it all in one video, it would probably be like a 35-40 minute video. So I did split it into parts for your convenience and for the sake of me not having to sit in one spot for 40 minutes. So welcome back, and we'll jump right into it. So first one I have, this is the third pop I ever got. This is the Praetorian Guard from Star Wars The Last Jedi. And if you do know who he is, then good, you should. If not, they are Snoke, Supreme Leader Snoke, which I covered in the last video. They're his guards in the movie Star Wars The Last Jedi, which is the 8th movie. And they had probably one of the coolest fighting scenes in all the Star Wars movies. Not the coolest, but one of the coolest. And I love the red armor, the whole red piece. I mean, it's a cool pop, and I picked it up for $2 at GameStop with their $2 deal because, so fun fact, the first 5 pops I ever got, I didn't know any better, so I threw the boxes away. So I had this, but not with a box. So what I did was, when it went on sale for $2 at GameStop, I went ahead and got it. I gave my brother the other one, and I kept this one in the box. So there's this one, the Praetorian Guard, and the next one I have is Director Critic from Rogue One. Now he's kind of the main bad guy in Rogue One. Rogue One is actually my favorite Star Wars movie, if you didn't know. I love the plot, I love the ending, I love how everything tied in to the rest of the Star Wars universe, and it made sense. And I actually got this one for free. I probably brought it up before, but big shout out to GameStop. They were gonna throw it away because it has some minor box damage on it. So I just took it home for free, and I've been wanting this pop, but I didn't want to pay like too much for it because it wasn't worth anything. So I went ahead and got it. So here's Critic, and I love the white cape on this. I mean, it looks very, very cool. So there is that one, Director Critic from Rogue One. Next is glow-in-the-dark Darth Vader. Now this one I want to shout out my friend Cody. He picked it up for me. So when this came out, I couldn't get to it because at the same time this came out, so did a 2-pack of Wayne and Garth from Wayne's World, and I actually wanted that one more than this, so I picked that one up, and by the time I got back to it, it had been like 3 or 4 minutes, and this was already sold out. So I couldn't pick this one up, but my friend Colby actually found it at Mega Replay and picked it up for me, and I paid him back. So I'm super excited about this one. I love this scene from the movie. It's from the 6th movie, and this is the scene when Palpatine and Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker were all having their big final battle, if you would call it that, at the end of the movie. And as Darth Vader was throwing Palpatine over the edge into like the space, the endless chasm, Palpatine was electrocuting him. So this glow-in-the-dark part right here, you can see the skull outline right here, and then all the lightning. That is glow-in-the-dark right there. I love the pop. I love the scene. And not only was he getting electrocuted from that, he got electrocuted before that as well. So this isn't like to one specific scene, but it is specific to the 6th movie. And it's one of my favorite Star Wars movies anyways. So I went ahead and, you know, got it from Colby. So shout out to Colby, thank you. So there's those 3. And then I have the AT-AT driver from Walgreens. Now this pop, as you can tell, is quite a bit older. As you can see, most of the older pops, like what I was saying in my last video, just have this basic stance with their hands sticking out like this, just not doing anything. Whereas the newer ones have an action pose like this, like a scene from the movie. But I do still like this. I love the fact how they took a character from the universe that did not have a lot of screen time, and they were still able to make a pop out of it, because the AT-AT drivers did not have significant roles in the movies or in the universe. They were just driving the AT-AT. And I love how they were still able to make a pop out of it. And actually, this one apparently they didn't glue right to the stand, so this one doesn't have a stand to it either, if you don't want it to, which I really like. I wish all the pops from Star Wars did this, because I mean, if you try and, that one comes off, but that one's always been off. But most of the other ones are like glued to the bottom of the base. You know what? Just forget I said anything. Maybe they all come off. Maybe they all come off. See, no. Only some of them do, because some of them are glued down. So I probably just got lucky with those 3, because trust me, I've tried taking them off the stands before, because I am an in-box collector, but I love the way they look out of box better than in box. I still like keeping the box just to, you know, have it, but I do like how they look out of the box better. So I have tried to take them off the stands before, and most of them will not come off the stands. So it's just a hit or miss, I guess. But there's the AT-AT driver. It's pretty basic design. I mean, it's not too complicated or cool or detailed. It's just basic design. You can tell it's older, because the newer they get, the more complex they look and the better they look. But regardless, it's still a cool pop, so I went ahead and picked it up. And it's a Walgreens exclusive, so you'll probably never be able to find it anywhere unless you get lucky. You can get it off eBay, maybe if Walgreens stocks, but that's about it. Now next I have Tobias Beckett from Solo. Now this is the Walmart exclusive of him with both of his guns. I didn't like the common of him in the armor. I didn't like the way it looked. But I do like this variant of him with his pistols. And I actually found this in a Walmart in Shelbyville with my grandparents. So I went ahead and picked this one up. I love the look of him holding the guns. I don't know why, I just do. He is a bounty hunter / smuggler from the Star Wars universe. He was in Solo. He's also canon in a bunch of comics and different stuff like that, because even though he doesn't have a super significant role in Solo, but he does in the universe itself, in the Star Wars universe. I do love the pop. I love the character, so I picked it up. Like I said, I didn't like the other version with, I don't know if you can see it at all, but it's a version of him, where is it? Right there, holding a rifle with armor. I didn't like that version. It didn't appeal to me, so I didn't pick it up. but I did get this one, so there is that. Now this next one is like top 5 easily on just Funko Pops in general. Now this is the Clone Commander Cody from Walgreens. He is from the prequels, he is from the Clone Wars TV series, he is from the comics, and he is also from the games. He is, well, he's probably my second favorite clone, apart from Captain Rex, but I don't have $60 to spend on Captain Rex right now, so I'll stick with Cody. This is one of my favorite pops of all time though, because I love the armor, the paint on the armor, the detail on the armor. I love how he's holding the hologram from Emperor Palpatine. This is a scene from the 3rd movie, right before Order 66 happened. I love how he's holding that. I love the detail on the armor and the paint and everything. And I just love clones in general. I've always loved the looks of the clone trooper armor and everything. And so I found this at Walgreens like last year, and I went ahead and picked it up, and I'm glad I did because you can't find it anywhere except like eBay, once again. But I love this pop. This is one of my favorite pops out of all of them, and I will probably always have this one. I'm probably gonna keep this one until I decide what I want to do with the collection. Next is ObiWan Kenobi from the 3rd movie. Now, everyone likes ObiWan Kenobi. Everyone that likes Star Wars likes ObiWan Kenobi. So, I, of course, are one of those people. And I saw this in a Walgreens in Decatur, and I went ahead and picked it up because I remember this scene from the movie. This is from the, don't quote me on this, but I believe the 3rd movie. Might be from the 2nd, but I believe it's from the 3rd. And I love the look of the lightsaber. I love just the overall design, how it shows the cape like this, how he's in an action pose, you know what I mean? And I love how you can still see his like his robe, his Jedi robes under the cape. So I thought it was a really cool pop. I always loved the Star Wars pops of them with the lightsabers out versus them just like standing there holding the hilt with no lightsaber. So I had to pick that one up. I mean, like I said, it was from Walgreens again. I don't really have trouble getting Walgreens exclusives. I know a lot of people do, but I don't. So I got it. Next one I have Lando Calrissian. Now he's a cool character. He's a cool pop. But they did have a deal at GameStop where like you picked up, I forget what it was. It was like you pick up 2 of them and then the next one's $2. They had another deal like that. So this was just the one I picked up for $2 because I didn't see any others I wanted. So this is just kind of a pop I picked up to get a deal on the other ones I actually wanted. But regardless, it's still a cool character and a cool pop. Lando Calrissian is from the canon, the comics. He's in the movies, the 4th one, and I believe the 5th one as well. He will be in the new one, in the 9th one, which I'm very excited about. I'm glad they're bringing back older characters. But like I said, I wasn't planning on picking him up, but I needed the deal, so I saw him and I grabbed him. Instead of like an Overwatch one that I didn't like. I believe they had like Mercy from Overwatch, and I would rather get Lando than Mercy. So yeah, these are 8 more of my Star Wars Funkos. Thank you all for watching. There will be a part 3 because there are still more, believe it or not. Thank y'all for watching. If you liked the video, please scroll down and hit the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. comment down below what you want to see from me next. And on the next episode, we will see what's poppin'.